Hello, everybody. Somebody made in the comments named Debbie. Uh, some of you guys might know her, some of you might not. She wanted me to do a video on not rocking the boat in prison. Uh, I, I think what she's really talking about is uh, going along with the convict rules and then going along with the prison rules, which is hard to do at times because, some of those rules are stupid. And they're hard to follow. And plus, you never know if you're going to get in fights or whatever, Things are going to happen. But you have some people that just fight the guards on everything. Literally fight them, They buck them every time. And I was never one of those. I got into it with a couple guards, but that's just because they was assholes. And but if they showed me respect, I showed them respect. That didn't mean I had to talk to them or anything. Usually, if they was walking by making their rounds, I just kind of nod at them or something, or say hey. Now, in Missouri, in max prisons at least, they do cell shakedowns once a month. These are regular cell shakedowns that they have to log. They do, the day shift does one, and then the evening shift does one. And of course, they can hit you if they target you or whatever, targeted search, they call them. So, what we would, would usually do if there's a cool guard, he's making rounds, we haven't been shook down on the day shift, we'd say, hey man, why don't you shake our cell down? And he would go in there and just look around, he or she would go in there and just look around a little bit and then go on. That saves one that's maybe like strictly by the book going in there and just tearing your cell up. And so you have to, one of the things that bothered me was you had people coming into prison, and we called them Jeffers. And they're always because they was always talking to the guards. I don't know why. Hanging around the guards ain't going to save you. And people are going to think that you're a rat, doesn't make any sense. But you had people do that, and you also had people that brown nosed because they thought that telling, brown nosing, running errands for staff would get them out of prison quicker, get them a program. We had one guy that used to be cool. He had a life sentence, and then about, 15 years into his sentence, he started changing. He started running errands for the caseworkers. Just running over. They'd tell him jump, and he'd say hi, hi. And it was just sad to see. And he got transferred to Bowling Green. And then when I got transferred up there, and Kevin was up there, and he said, Sonny's here. And I said, is he? And he goes, yeah. He said, he's a rat now. He's works in the barbershop. And so I need a haircut anyway. I'm going to go talk to him. He goes, I'm telling you. So I went up there, and I didn't get into this discussion until my haircut was done. I didn't want to mess my hair up or something, So after it was done, I said, when are you getting off? And he said, about 30 minutes. I said, I'll be waiting out here. So he comes out there, and I said, man, Kevin and I are, he ain't gonna lie to me. And he tells me you're a rat. He goes, oh, Kevin's on that bullshit. He goes, it sounds like you are too. And I said, is it a lie? He goes, look, Harv, we got life sentences. we got to figure a way to get out of here. We got to work with the system instead of bucking it. I said, I've never bucked it. He goes, yeah, but as long as you're not kowtowing to them, you're not going to get out of prison. So that's really messed up, Sonny. I said, don't even try talking to me no more. And I left. And he never did try talking to me anymore. But I mean, it was sad for me, you know. He used to be a good dude, and I could see it in his face. He was sad too when I walked away. But if you see something that needs to be done, you know, that the guards are doing something stupid, sometimes you have to rock the boat. That's why in South Central Correctional Center we had a hunger strike. We called it a hunger strike. It was more than that because nobody went to work anywhere. Nobody went to eat. The whole prison was shut down because they're making up these stupid rules. So sometimes you have to rock the boat, but you know, in cases like that, it's going to take everybody. You just can't have like part of the prison population saying they're going to buck and then they'll all get thrown in the hole, shipped out, or something. It takes everybody in the prison. And it wasn't long, few days, that they came back and met most of what we was wanting, you know, gave most of what we was wanting back, because they was taking things away, saying we could only wear personal clothes in the cell, we couldn't wear them out in the yard, no sunglasses, it just, no hoodies, you know. Whereas I actually kind of understand the hoodie thing, because you can pull your hoodie up and hide your face, kind of, you know. But all the other stuff was just, it was bull. But you know, staff are in the same situation. And I think if they see, a staff member sees a guard harassing, giving false write-ups, or beating a prisoner, and he does nothing, he or she does nothing, that person's just as guilty. In that case, they need to rock the boat. They, many of them are afraid of losing their jobs by doing that. Because you got to realize, in Missouri, most prisons, not all of them, but most of them are built in the country. When they started, late 90s and early 2000s, when they started building more prisons in Missouri, they'd go to these small towns and build them outside of these small towns because it'd bring business to the local economy. You know, little pizzas, places would pop up, motels would pop up for people staying overnight when they come to visit. And it brought business, you know. So most of them are in small towns. And that being said, South Central Correctional Center is a perfect example. Almost everybody that works there is related, or they're real close friends. You know, they get off of work and they go party and they go to the local bar, you know. So when you have somebody from outside that comes in as a CO, they don't want to hear what he has to say. You know, he's not one of them. Even though he's a CO, he's not one of them. And there's a guy I grew up with. He became a CO at South Central Correctional Center, and he told me the reason he quit is he didn't like the way they was treating the inmate population, and he didn't like the way he was being treated. You know, he said it's a good old boys club. And South Central Correctional Center is in a town called Licking. Well, Licking's not very big. You know, it's in the middle, bunch of farm country, you know. And I told a guard that one time. I said, if it wasn't for this prison, you'd be still working on your father's farm. I'm not lying. I mean, if I hadn't went to prison, I'd been working on my father's farm probably. I mean, I probably would have had another job too, but still, you know. So anyway, that's all I got for you today. Debbie, I hope I answered your question. And if you guys have any more questions, just let me know. If you have any video suggestions, just, let me know. Oh, one more thing before I go. I've said this before, but I'm going to say it again. When you're coming into licking, before you get in there, if you come in from this certain way, I think Highway 32, there's a sign. Up above, it says licking, like 2 miles or something. Below is another sign that says a nut, and it's like a few miles down the road. So they put licking on top and a nut on the bottom. And a nut is A-N-U-T-T. But it just sounds funny, and I know they put the signs like that on purpose. Anyway, thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.